व्यूअर्स। तो आज हम बात कर रहे हैं बोर्ड एग्जाम की, मैथ्स बोर्ड एग्जाम। So first of all the very best to all of those who are preparing for the board exams 2024. So today we are going to talk about how to deal with exam and what are the strategies you must take before 1 month of the exam and during the time you are attempting the exam. So the first basic thing is, and the very important thing is, always attempt the questions you know very well. Never waste your time in the very beginning of your examination trying to solve the questions you don't know or are confused somewhere. Start with the questions you know very well. Now, so the maths board exam will be divided into 5 sections. Section A, which will be of 20 MCQs. Section B, 2 marks question. Section C, 3 marks each question. Section D, and last section E. Section E will be a case study based. So the first and foremost rule is start with the questions you know very well and solve all of those questions that you know very well. Now, my suggestion to you is always start solving from section D, because section D will contain the questions having highest marks, because they will contain 1 mark each question, 2 marks. So first of all, you should start with the section containing highest number of marks, so that if you are left with less time, you will miss out 1 mark question or less mark question, but not the straight away 4 to 5 marks questions. So always start with section D and solve all those questions that you know how to solve them. After that, section C, then B, and then A is an MCQ part. Solve them as fast as possible you can, but with an open mind, of course. And yes, most of the students consider case study question as difficult, but the paragraph must be lengthy, but the question itself is really based on basics and they are very easy, and there are 4 to 5 marks each. So after section D, I am saying you can attempt section E as well. Cover the major part of the paper in the starting. And don't be hopeless if you don't know a solution. Leave it for a time being. Start with a question you know. So always start the paper in reverse order, or section D, E, C, B, A. Also, take care of the time. You are not supposed to spend a lot of time thinking on a single question that you are stuck on a single point. Manage time appropriately. Time management is the biggest deal in the maths board exam. Now, let's talk about how to prepare and from where to prepare. So, of course, NCERT. This is the major and most important thing to be revised before exams. You must be very fluent with NCERT questions and concepts. Basics must be clear. NCERT must be on tips. And for practice, over the whole year, you might have studied R.D. Sharma, Manjit Kaur, or any of the book for practice. But before 1 month, what you are supposed to do is NCERT thoroughly, and you can start with sample papers. Solve sample papers in such a way that the time management should be taken care of. You take your 3 hours complete, sit separately, and must solve the paper. Practice as much of previous year papers as you can have to be fluent with your speed and of course the concepts. So don't be nervous before the exam. Go chill mind. You have done your work. You are required to prepare for the exam. You have prepared the whole session. You have worked already. You have already worked hard. So let's give it to the God. Just prepare yourself and try to attempt from that much part of the paper that you have studied first. First attempt all that part that you have studied, and if there are some topics you somehow left, never waste your time in the beginning on those questions. Try them if you have time left, but first your main task should be that I have studied these topics and I should attempt all the questions of these topics. Never leave your answer blank. Try to attempt each and every question in the board exam. So all the best to everyone. Give your best, prepare your best,